It's time for a Humans in Tune conversation with Darren on 93.9 Mike FM.
93.9 Mike FM, Darren Bergfeld with you. And you guys know we've been talking up this fantastic comedy show that's coming to Century Casino and Hotel downtown in Cape Girardeau. The I'm Mom So Hard podcast, making their way live, local, in your own backyard, in 3D, no less. Jen and Kristen bringing their super popular podcast out on the road, and they're making their way to Cape. We're excited about it. The show is coming up, by the way, on April the 5th, Saturday night. You can grab your tickets. Find the links at 939mikefm.com. And on the phone right now, I am so lucky to have Jen and Kristen with me on the phone. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for being here.
Hi.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be there.
I'm sure you are. You know, having seen your podcast and you guys have blown up, it's been kind of a cool thing to see. You started it as friends, you know, hanging out, talking real world, real life, real mom business. And here we are with 2.5 million followers later and millions of views and podcasts. And you even got your own T-shirts, which really, that's what sells the success.
Yeah, when you get merch, you do feel pretty cool. And then I take it to the next level and I wear my merch. So it's not uncommon for me to be wearing an I'm Mom So Hard T-shirt out in the world. That's how cool I am.
Yeah, you got to advertise. When you can wear your own gear, you know, right, make it look good, go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So we're excited you're bringing the podcast to town. And a lot of our audience, being that, you know, we kind of play some hits. We got the moms that are at home. We got the moms that are listening at work. I'm Mom So Hard. You guys are real life best friends. So this began out of your friendship and probably stuff you were talking about and just not sharing with the world yet, right?
Well,
absolutely.
Yes, our history goes back quite a long time. We've been friends for over 20 years, and then we started I'm Mom So Hard back almost 10 years ago, and we started by doing videos in a playroom, and that's where it really took off and where we built our community. The podcast didn't even come out until I think somewhere around COVID. So right, the podcast was born from this other part of our creation, which was doing these videos online that were in the spirit of making moms know that they're not alone and that your best friend is going to make you feel better about the terrible job you're doing because they're going to show you the terrible job they're doing, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So it's been really, really fun. And now we have a podcast that kind of adds to that. But yeah, we all started back in the day on good old Facebook.
Yeah, it's encouragement by commiseration, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, and you touch on all the topics, you know, and like we said, it's a candid adventure. It's a 21 and up show. There'll be frosty adult beverages available. But, you know, you guys touch on the reality of motherhood and all that comes with it. And as a husband to a mom after motherhood, right, there's all we joke when we're advertising the show, right, but you might pee your pants a little. We know moms, you know, a little bladder lost control after you have a couple of kids. So, you know, hopefully you'll make them giggle enough. Maybe they'll come prepared.
That's the greatest compliment we can get is when a mom comes up to us after the show and we've injured some part of her body from laughing, like her face or her abs hurt. Like maybe she's not getting a regular ab workout. We're
Right.
going to give you one, and maybe we make you pee your pants a little bit. That's the greatest compliment that we can get.
That's outstanding. And really, and maybe that's another side project, the Jen and Kristen workout video where, you know, ab crunches be damned.
We did
make
one.
You laugh.
One is enough. One is enough. But yeah, the show, you know, really is, although it is about being a mom, it's really more about being a woman and being a friend and being a wife. And we have a lot of fun talking about married sex or the lack thereof. We talk a lot. We dish out some real truths about husbands and then we talk about our kids, but we're also having a really good time talking about what it was like when we were younger. Now that our kids are in middle school, we're talking about life in middle school. So it's just been this full circle story, and we're just having a blast with it.
And that's fun to spin around for that parental perspective. And I know as me as a dad, I look at my teenager and go, oh, God, I lucked out. I was terrible as a teenager. She's not doing any of that crap. Hooray for me.
Yeah.
You know?
The secret is Kristen and I started off as comedians, like writing and performing comedy. And then we had our kids and we were like, well, that's it. There's no time left to do comedy. We just didn't know all the material that we would get from being moms, like not just from the kids being, you know, the nightmares that they can be, but us being nightmare moms and like the learning curve that comes with it.
Right.
So this is actually, it's a stand-up show, and it's the fifth one that we've done. nationally. And so we're really proud of it. Like it's a 2-person stand up, but it ultimately is like just kind of a party for women and, usually 11 men that come out for it.
Yeah. The signature husbands that are like, I'm good for a laugh. Hey, I've been tuning in and I giggle my buns off. I kind of have fun and, we joke around. We talk about the hen house, right? And then the Facebook mom groups and the helicopter landing pads. But, you guys kind of cover from helicopter to soccer wagon and beyond. And it's a fresh and funny perspective. I think at the end of the day, it's a really good time. And it's a chance to kind of laugh at ourselves a little bit, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Cry about it? Yes, but also laugh.
Yes, it's a laugh-cry experience. And you mix in a little alcohol with it, and it all comes out in the balance.
Yeah, you might have all those emotions within 15 minutes of them, of each other.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this road trip you guys are hitting here in Cape Girardeau, but you're getting all over the country. I think about a month later, you're going to be hitting up Texas and hitting a few spots down in Dallas and Austin and so forth. But
yep.
Do you have a particular destination on this tour that you've already kind of said, okay, that's going to be our side trip day because I want to do A, B, C, D while we're in that town?
Well, it would be Cape Girardeau. We're not dumb. We're going to say that's going to be our place that we want to
I knew it.
Step out and see stuff.
I never saw that coming. Yeah, no, we got a beautiful little downtown area. You'll be having a good time for sure.
Well, wherever we go to, the most important thing that we can do there is enjoy the local cuisine. So please let us know where we need to eat, where we need to drink when we're there, because we will take your suggestions and overindulge in all of the things.
Yes. Oh, we have gluttonousness abounds here in Cape Girardeau. We'll be sure to.
Great.
We'll tell everybody, hit up your Facebook page and just, spam you guys 1,000 messages on why and where you should eat in Cape Girardeau when you're in town.
We need that. Yes, please do.
It's going to be a great time. And I believe you guys are doing a meet and greet after the show as well. Those tickets and everything. Yep. All those links, you can find them, guys, at 939mikefm.com. Hit the website. But more importantly, grab those tickets and get your buns to the I'm Mom So Hard tour. Again, it's coming to Century Casino and Hotel April 5th. Grab those tickets at 939mikefm.com. More importantly, though, go watch their videos. Go dig the show. You can find them at I'mMomSoHard.com to read more about them, stalk them on Facebook, all the creepy things.
Yeah, please. We love it.
Yep.
Come out and see us. It's going to be a blast.
It will be an absolute blast. We're really looking forward to it. Thank you guys again for your time today on the phone, and we're looking forward to seeing you here in just a little over a week.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for catching this Humans in Tune conversation with 93.9 Mike FM. Find previous interviews on our Facebook page, or you can listen via our podcast at 939mikefm.com.